The metal enhances the off-meta. That's how it works. Welcome to another off-meta build. This is the Frozen Lycan Knight. He kinda borrowed some gear from the Frozen Death Knight. Check it out. It should look kind of familiar. It's not exactly the same, but it's very close. The shield already. The Artisan's Gothic Shield of Frost Shield. Redundant in the name? No. You need the word shield in both. Minus 15 plus 15 cold skill damage. We've got High Lords for the attack speed. Nightwing's Veil. This is a perfectly rolled Nightwing's Veil that I only had at the time a minus 5 plus 4 facet. But look at that. 9 cold, 20 dex, and 15 cold skill damage on it. That's literally perfect. So, yeah. Minus 5 plus 19. Fortitude. And I made it in a wire fleece, which I think looks really cool on Druid. Check it out. The orange sleeves. He's still got the armor, you know, the black shoulder pads. A little bit of the, what do you call that, coat tail or something, with some white tunic there. It looks, the orange and the white look really nice against the blue, you know. Voice of Reason. Remember we used this on our Frozen Death Knight? This is really good for this build, actually. And I'll show why soon. We have Laying of Hands. It's blue. We get some fire res from it. The attack speed, damage to demons is good. Carrion Wind, okay. So we can synergize those twisters. And I just want to say right off the bat, we can also show Rift as well. And then Ravenfrost, of course, we kind of need that on theme. Nosferatu's gets us to another breakpoint. Gore Riders. On swap, I've got a Meng Songs with a plus 5% facet, so that when I cast Hurricane, it's 5 to all skills plus 5% cold skill damage, you know? The negative enemy cold res does not snapshot, though. That is calculated when it's like active, you know? If you don't have it active, it doesn't snapshot on the skill. Alright. But we do get some minus enemy cold res on the Voice of Reason. Charms are ridiculously good. I did go around some of my other characters and stuff and look to see what I had. First of all, a 2020 Annie on this druid. He's level 93. A 1618 Torch, pretty nice too. This is non-ladder, remember. Cold Sunder 71, almost perfect on that. We've got 5 all res here, 10 poison with 10 life, 13 life, 11 lightning. And then check out these two charms. This is 640-14 large charm, 629 large charm, a 319 with poison, a 319 with 12 life, 15 life, 11 lightning res. We've got 10 lightning res with cold damage, a 319 with gold find, a 313, a 316 with dex, a 312, a 312 with 10 life. And then I've got 1 to shapeshifting, 1 to shapeshifting. Both of those have a little bit of life on them. And I kind of need those to help us get to a breakpoint for attack speed when I'm using the Rift. 10 max damage, 69 attack rating. 10 max damage, 69 attack rating. Okay, so really nice inventory, right? Mercenary has Spirit, Ethereal, Flickering Flame, Enigma, which we can use and swap to if we want to teleport around and run faster and stuff too. And then he has Hexfire Shamshire. So his enchant is level 44. That's 407% attack rating with 321 fire damage to me and all of my minions. So I'm not going to like pre-buff all the summons and everything. I totally could, because look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 summon GCs. So I won't do that. We'll just switch to the Meng Songs and cast. So I can do, if you look at the skills, I do have 1 point wonders in the entire summon tree except Spirit of the Barbs. With the Meng Songs out, they're all level 13. The shapeshifting, we're at level 18 for the werewolf. Like I said, at 18 with the Rift, when I'll show the Rift later. With that, it does get me to a breakpoint, you know. So, and then let's see here. Elemental is max Cyclone, max Twister, max Tornado, max Hurricane. Because we are using Hurricane, we can synergize the Twisters that are on the Carrion Wind, and we can synergize the tornadoes that are on the rift when we use that. I'll show the voice of reason first. I think it's pretty dang good. Dare I say, it actually probably outperforms the rift because of that minus enemy cold res with everything else we got going on. It's pretty good. So that's the skills, you know. And then, of course, I've got 7 base points into Fury here with 1 into Lycanthropy. Okay, so let's summon this stuff. I am using the Poison Creeper for the mana recovery. We do have some mana when we get hit. 10 on the ring and 12 on the fortitude. But I did notice that once in a while it was getting a little low, so I used that guy. And if I want to have more sustain than life sustain, I could use Carrion Vine. Could go Oak Sage or Heart of the Wolverine. I think Heart of the Wolverine is fine for this, so I'll cast that too. We got that, and then I can cast these guys for just meat shields. And then with the enchant from the mercenary, they all get fire damage added to their attacks, so they end up actually helping us out with some of the guys that are cold immune, since we can sunder their cold immunity, but it does help us out to have an entire army of guys doing fire damage for those occasions. So I also have Cyclone Armor, which can absorb over 2,000, so we can cast that. And then, of course, I've got my Hurricane, which says on the page here that it's level 32 and does 2,275. That's not including, you know, the pierce that we get from our minus enemy cold res. So let's go to an area. Ooh, look at this. World Stone is terrorized. Let's just go straight there. All right, here's Hurricane. Here is my werewolf now. And let's Fury. I got Feral Rage going. Now, what's cool about this is you have a lot of bases covered. So lifesteal with Feral Rage out is 38%. And I have lifesteal on Nosferatu's and on the Carrion Wind. We interrupt enemies pretty well with our Hurricane and with our Twisters that can proc. 6-socket Phase Blade. I don't really need that. I have lots of those. So we interrupt them with that. You can notice they'll go into hit recovery sometimes when the Hurricane hits, which is cool. The Voice of Reason does have the Frozen Orb, of course, but also the Ice Blast, which can freeze guys. So that's awesome. And like I said, we have the Twisters that can proc as well. And look at that. Look at all the Frozen Orbs coming off. And then you did see the Ice Blast coming off too. That's pretty sweet. Here's some Feral Claws. We are online. This is ladder. I'm sorry, non-ladder. So I am checking items and stuff like that too. See if I find anything. I did find on this character really good stuff. I found a perfect Lightning Sunder. I found a 10 max damage Grand Charm. I found a pair of Gore Riders boots. And I found a perfect 107 defense 3-socket light plate, which is a beautiful base for an Enigma. I prefer that to something like a superior item because it's just here's a Berserker X, because it the repair costs are just going to be less. But look at this. You get the AoE from the Hurricane, you get the AoE from the Frozen Orbs, you get more cold damage, you know. It says our sheet damage is at 1923 in the top end with Fury. Oh, hey, the Mercenary died. Oh, my Hurricane ran out too. There we go. Okay, so that is one thing you have to kind of remember, to recast the Hurricane every once in a while. Mercenary died. That was weird. Usually he's pretty good about staying back. That's like the first time I've seen him die, actually. So these guys are immune to physical. See that? Superior Great Poleaxe. Is it ethereal? It's not. Let's just see how many if it's got any sockets. 3, and it's not an enhanced damage. Huh. You know what? I don't think I really need that Berserker Axe. I'm just gonna drop it. I was kind of thinking I'd roll it and maybe get like 4 sockets or something like that, you know, but whatever. So the Mercenary already enchanted us too with his level 44 enchant. So it kind of doesn't matter that he's not here now. He was giving us some Flickering Flame, and he was carrying Enigma for us, actually. So there's that. So I could go revive him. Do I have a town portal? No, I don't. So we'll have to go find a town port. All right, there's one. I guess I can grab them. Here, I'll show you what that's about. So, so yeah, the mercenary, like I said before, he was carrying Enigma for us, which is kind of cool. So if I want to switch to that, I can, like this. I get 2 more skills, and the 69 to strength based on character level actually is pretty good too. It does give me comparable damage. It's like I'm only 200 less damage, it says, and a lot of our damage is cold anyway, so it's kind of like it ends up making up for it, you know. So here, if I can even recast some of this stuff if I want, you know. So, and then if I go like this, I can teleport around with Enigma now, you know. And let's check this out. So here's Fury with Hurricane. Yeah. These are immune to physical guys. Look at that. They're all gone really easily. So what's cool about this build too is like you just have a nice spread of types of damage you're doing now. You could go with the Infinity Mercenary. That was actually what I was thinking of doing at first. I have all that kind of ready to go in the stash, like a Cure Helm, a Chains of Honor, and an Ethereal Infinity Mancatcher. But then I was like, well, I kind of want to just try this out because I like using Act 3 Mercenary when I get it, when I can. But yeah, look at this. This is a terror zone, a level 95 area. These guys are usually immune to cold too. And we've sundered them and we've reduced their cold res. But then also the summons that we have, I can cast them again and I can bring them back. Like I said, they're not like super powerful or anything, you know, but they can do decent damage because they do have Heart of the Wolverine going. They do have all of the extra fire damage from the mercenary. Where did that guy go? Did he just teleport through the wall? That was weird. Where did that enemy go? Really strange. Okay. And I know a lot of people too, like, don't necessarily like shields on like shapeshifters. And I understand like some of the hit recovery can be a little annoying and stuff. But with this, when you have the hurricane going around you and stuff, it's actually kind of not so bad. You don't really seem to, and all the summons and stuff too that are kind of just like around, you know, it doesn't really seem to be that big a deal. Alright, so since it's a terror zone, I'm just deciding to kind of see if there's any more enemies, you know. Alright, let's get moving. Recast my Cyclone armor, shapeshift again. That's Feral Rage, and then here's Fury against these guys that are normally cold immune. See, not too bad, right? Alright, so since we're not going to be teleporting around too much now, I can just switch back onto the Fortitude here. Buff my damage a little bit, and get more res, you know? Not too bad, right? Cyclone armor's up. Hurricane's up. Here, I'll shapeshift again. There it is. Look at all these guys. Oh, shoot. I was trying to heal the mercenary there. He died. Let's go grab him again. I don't know why I'm doing so bad about keeping the mercenary alive. Like I said, usually this is the first time I've had him die when I was testing out this build. But the second time now, I guess, in the one run, but that's okay. So let me just resummon some of this stuff too, since I'm here. Let's do that one. Let's do all these guys. Give ourselves the best chance here. And then we can do that. Alright. Good to go? Yeah. And I should probably just grab a town portal just in case too. Alrighty. So yeah, Voice of Reason with Hurricane, really budget and really good. I don't even have any elemental skillers or anything. Although, you know, my shield and helmet are quite ridiculous though. You know, that's something right there for sure. And I do have Torch and Annie and all that, but you could like get pretty close though with like Spirit Shield, you know. Alright, we got Lister there. He did take out a lot of my summons pretty good. Didn't help that we were decrepified that whole time, but not bad for terrorized, the terrorized version of those things. And I guess I'll do a couple more of these. Alright, let's see how Bale goes. So we do have a little crushing blow, you know, on our Gore Rider boots. And he's usually pretty resistant to like cold and stuff, right? But and he's terrorized. And bosses really do hurt summons a lot too.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
So I think too, what I can try is I can run it back with the Rift and show you that as well. The Rift is cool because you do get the Tornado procs and the Frozen Orb is a higher level, but your there we go, got him. But your Hurricane isn't as strong, you know, because your Glorious Monarch. But your Hurricane's not as strong because you don't have the minus 28 or 24 enemy cold skill. So there's that, you know. Let's repair a little bit here. Let's check the armors. But yeah, look at, so, you know, I did find good stuff on this. Look at this, a 766.6 level 21 max charm here, a 1061 level 21 grand charm here. I found a perfect Sunder, a perfect light plate with 3 sockets, and I found Gored Riders. Just testing out this character. I was like, oh, like we found some decent stuff, which is pretty sweet. Oh, and then I found this. Let me show you this. Artisan's Long Warbow of Multiple Shot. Level 8 multi-shot. 60 charges. 3 sockets. Now, charges suck, you know, for the most part. But I'm going to make... I've been wanting to find something like that for so long. And I found that in the shop with this character. So, you know, does playing off meta waste your time and all that kind of stuff? No, sometimes the RNG is just different because you've made different choices, you know? And so that's kind of cool. So let's put on the Enigma. We'll give him Fortitude for now. He does have FCR on this, so that kind of helps him out a little bit still. Actually, he doesn't reach another breakpoint. I don't think with that even on. I think he needs Viper Magi to reach a breakpoint. But anyway, let's run that back at Worldstone again. But this time, let's equip. Let's equip Rift, and I'll show the Rift. Okay. But yeah. So Rift. Alright, so Rift is cool. It's got some nice mods. Damage taken goes to mana is kind of cool. Let's try that out this time. Instead of doing the Solar Creeper, we do have 38% damage taken goes to mana there. And we do have 10% there. And we do have 15% on the Enigma. Or we can get 12% on Fortitude. So let's recast all this stuff then. We'll take the Carrion Vine this time. And let's go, instead of Heart of the Wolverine, let's go Heart of the Oak. See if that helps. Sustain guys a little bit better. Alright, so... And we'll take the Spirit Wolves. We'll take everybody. So they can all be enchanted, you know. And then we can cast this. Let's go down here again. Okay, this is Hell difficulty. Alright, I was gonna say, those guys just died really fast. But yeah, we're in Hell Terrorize Zone. Alright. So now, look at our damage, says it's only 1400. Once we get enchanted, it goes up a bit, you know? But look, not bad, right? Still pretty decent. Because we do get Pierce still from our helmet and shield. And the Frozen Orb is stronger on this one. It's level 21, you know. And we don't have the Ice Blast anymore from Voice of Reason, but we do have the Tornadoes, which are fully synergized. So I think that's kind of sweet. Alright, so now we are enchanted. Our attack rating is over 14,000. Damage is about 1,800 with... hey, let me grab these potions. With these... what do you call it? With the Enigma on. So here, my Hurricane ran out, so we'll recast that. So see how my mana's kind of down now? I got mana burned and stuff. But I did get it back just from, like, getting hit, actually. Because we do have a total of... Let's see, damage taken, where is it? 63% damage taken goes to mana. So if you have like that much, you kind of don't need mana steal in a lot of cases. You might run into a few situations where you run out, but I haven't noticed it too bad. You can see my attack speed. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little slower, but it's not bad though. It's still pretty decent. With this current setup that I have with this weapon, basically level 18 werewolf is what you need to get to a breakpoint. So here, let's put the Fortitude back on.
I'll put that to good use.
So I can show this again. So now our damage is saying 1,998 in the top end. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but so there's an instance of our mana, you know, running out. That's kind of annoying because those guys drain mana. But the Hurricane is still rolling, so, you know, there's that. In fact, that was like mostly just the Hurricane doing the work right there because I like wasn't able to attack very much from the mana steal, from the mana burn from those guys. I noticed, I think it looks like the Heart of the Oak is pretty good with this instead of the Heart of the Wolverine. It seems like the summons survive a little bit better, maybe. We did lose one Direwolf, it looks like. Also, my life is over 3,000. It's almost 3,200, and I still have 39 stat points remaining on the build at level 93. I could just put him in to life. I could put him into dexterity if I need more attack rating, I guess. Strength does boost your damage a bit, so that's kind of nice, but it's not going to be a huge amount. Like, here, look. There, I'm at 2,000 now, just with 2 more points. It gave me barely anything, you know? But, so I guess I could do, like, let's see. There, I got my dexterity up over 14,000 now. And then I could just put a bunch into life. There we go. Yeah, so we're at 3,400 life now, which is pretty good. Might as well take another town portal, I guess, huh? There we go. So, and you know, if I need to teleport around, I can just switch like this, which I think is pretty smart. Wicked smart. There we go. So here, I'll have to put Fortitude back on. There we go. Look at that. That was a pretty good one, huh? Everybody just dropped dead, basically. My Frost Nova from my shield went off there, too. Venom Ward. So I am noticing that my mana just keeps kind of not being sustained as well here with some of these mana burn guys. So I did cast just now the Solar Creeper so that he can get my mana back for me. I don't really want to not have mana like that in those instances anymore, so I think that'll be a good way to move forward. We'll cast one more Direwolf while we're here. There we go. But yeah, so I think the Voice of Reason is pretty good. It does make the Hurricane stronger, but this ain't bad either. The tornadoes that can proc and the frozen orbs that can proc too, like over and over again, because next hit delay is fixed thanks to the D2R devs, you know. It's actually a lot better, you know. Just make sure my Cyclone armor's up again when I saw those souls there. Yeah, look at them. They just got drained, man. Heart of the Oak went down, though. They really nailed him, it looks like. There we go. Alright, so let's run it back again here with Bale and see how we do. Yeah, so this one you do see, it does seem like the frozen orbs come off more and everything, and I like that. So this one is pretty fun to use because of that. And it is nice that we're getting more synergy for the tornadoes at least. There we go. Pretty good for no enhanced damage on the weapon, you know? We're just casting spells like everywhere. Here we go. Let's move everybody out of the way this time. So get my Feral Rage up and then just Fury. So we got Decrepify on us, but we're still able to do just fine. Honestly, I think I'm doing better with the Rift right now. But I'm also kind of just playing it a little bit smarter. Had to recast the Hurricane there. Alright, this guy's immune to physical. Shouldn't be a problem, though, because we have... And he's immune to fire. The Decrep is a little annoying, but... Here we go. So there's a Greater Talons. Let's see. 3 to Claws of Thunder. I mean, we're not on ladder, though, so... It's not going to matter. Put that in there, take that off, and we'll do that. Let's go with Enigma, I guess. And let's see. Let's cast some of these guys again. Okay, Feral Rage is up. All of our minions are surrounding him. See, like, where's the Frozen Orb? Look at it. It's supposed to be on attack. Remember I talked about that in my Rift Bear Sorceress? Where is the Frozen Orb? It's supposed to proc on attack. And it barely even happened, that entire fight. My chance to hit him was 82%. I'm telling you, there's something fishy with on attack proc. It doesn't work like they say it does. You know? Winged Helm. The G-Face. I found it so many times, right? Here's a mesh belt from a terrorized Bale. Maybe I keep that and try to, craft it, you know, just for, hey, a multi-shot Colossus crossbow. So where's that belt? Yeah, we'll take the belt. I'll ID this amulet. Drop that on the ground. Let's go back to town. Do I have... I don't think I actually have the materials in the stash right now. I think I emptied out a bunch of that stuff on a mule. Yeah, I did. I don't have... So I can't craft it. Well, that's okay. Anyway... There's the Frozen Lycan Knight. You know, I was trying to name it something similar to the Frozen Death Knight to kind of give you the idea that that's what I was doing. You know, it's pretty good for off meta, and it utilizes some cool gear, and I think it looks pretty cool too, especially with this armor on. So there he is, and I think his helmet and shield match really nice, which is cool. And then, you know, you get a variety of things to use on this build. All the summons, you get to have the Hurricane going. Good, not bad defense either with the Cyclone armor. And then good lifesteal, even though you don't have enhanced damage on the weapon. You start right off the bat with... I start right off the bat with 14% lifesteal, and then it goes all the way up to like 38 or 40 with Feral Rage. And it ends up being all right. And then, you know, you can take care of all the different enemy types. Obviously, we got the Sunder, but then even things that are cold immune normally that are sundered are getting hit with all the fire damage that's on all the minions and us and the mercenary. And we have physical damage that's been boosted by fortitude and some really good charms here, you know. Overall, not too bad. So, thanks for checking that out, and see you guys later. All right, bye.